Y'all, I just want to know, like, what level of racist do you have to be to not find Beyonce attractive?
Like, I'm talking about Beyonce, Sasha Fierce, Beyonce Giselle Knowles, like, Beyonce, the queen.
Like, what an idiot.
Hey guys, it's your girl Dom, and I'm back with another Dom Talk today, and hopefully you'll get a kick out of this one. It's a fun story time about that time I tried to date a Trump supporter. Okay, so I do want to first, I guess, trigger warning. I don't want to try and stereotype all Trump supporters. I do have a couple friends that are Trump supporters. I do want to start off by saying I'm the kind of person that, like, I'll try anything once. And I feel like I've never really dated anyone who was quite as politically active as I am, and I feel like this guy wasn't that much either. He was kind of just like, kind of like a cult follower, honestly, like, if I'm being honest. But this is a time where you just sit back, grab a snack, and enjoy this weird story that I'm going to tell you. Okay? Sit back, you're going to enjoy it, okay? You're going to enjoy it, okay? I was on FB dating, and I matched with some light-skinned dude on that, like, their version of Tinder, right? All I know is I seen a picture, he looked cute, he had a stereotypically Latin first name, so I was just like, ooh, I love your swag. Anyone who knows me, that, like, I've just always never, like, I've never cared about race. Like, some people are really like, I wouldn't date this kind of people, I would do.
I've honestly dated, I think, someone from, like, at least one person from each, like, ethnic group, and I really just, I don't care. My friends literally call me equal opportunity kind of dater, so that's just me. I messaged you first, so he messaged me first. And I remember, so I noticed the dude was 23, I'm 26 at the time. And I'm like, I don't know, like, it's like they're on that line. They may actually be cool and may actually want to be serious, or they may be on some bullshit. Honestly, I'm more inclined to think the latter because most men are on some bullshit. Let's just be real. So, I remember one of the first things he said to me was like,
I'm new to Ohio. And I'm looking for a serious relationship. I was just hoping you could help me out with that.
And I'm just like, okay, noted.
we're talking, and then I bring up, because what y'all need to understand about me, okay, is that, like, I like to be very upfront about who I am, okay? Like, I feel like I'm very secure about who I am and, like, what I believe, and I've, like, researched my beliefs, and I have really critically thought about what's been in front of me from various political parties, not just Democrat, Republican. I've supported the Green Party, libertarianism, all the ends of the internet, and these different ideologies. So I can honestly confidently say I'm very strong progressive, very strong democratic socialist. I'm a huge Bernie Sanders supporter. I supported in 2016. I voted him in the primaries then, and then I'm definitely gonna vote for him now. Like, I'm a huge supporter, and so I just want to say that I discovered this all on my own, without any help from my family. So we talk about politics. I explained to him, I either want Bernie Sanders, or I was born to be a nominee because they are pushing the most progressive policies, like Medicare for all, for example. And then he goes on this weird Trump rant, and I was just like, what? Like,
Well, I'm from Texas, so I'm Republican, I'm pro-gun. Go Trump, Trump 2020. Vote red. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Go Trump. I really feel that Trump is the only way to save this country.
and I'm just sitting here like, okay, but this is his economy, his great economy. It's really working well for people at the top. The top, 1% above there, who've always been doing well. And also, too, this man locked people in cages. No, still is. Locked people in cages at the border. Separated from their families, like, sorry, he's a monster. Like, he's a monster. Like, I'm sorry, I can never put my name behind that. But anyways, and then he goes into another weird, like, Republican talking point kind of rant.
Well, I know they want to do free college and free healthcare, stuff like that, but you can't just go away giving free stuff. That's not gonna fix our problems, babe. We can't just go giving free stuff.
Well, I'm like, honeybee.
It's not free. Free public education and Medicare for all would be like everything else funded by our tax dollars. Think about it like this. So see, most of our tax money goes to the military. Okay, so they can buy lots of great bombs and drones and equipment to bomb civilians in the Middle East. So we can take at least a third of that money, okay, and give it back to the people, okay? Give back to the people, cut military spending, give back to the people, and then we can have healthcare for everybody. And possibly, like, free education. I feel like the healthcare would probably come first. Just, I mean, like, you can't get caught if you're not alive, just saying. But, that's how it would work.
It wouldn't be free. You use your tax money, just set up, allocate our money differently than we do now. I'm just like, wouldn't it be great, if people didn't have to die from lacking healthcare? Like, and I feel like there's no point in saying that we don't have the money, as Trump talked about he had spent $2 trillion on equipment for battle. Like, don't tell me we don't have the fucking money. Okay, or that Trump spent $138 million of our tax money on golf. But we can't afford healthcare for everybody. So, I didn't say all that because I didn't. Some of that's new information. But basically, he kind of understood what I was getting at. Like, hey, it wouldn't be free, taking the money from parts of the government that don't need it as much to everyone. And I thought possibly there was like a chance of rehabilitation. Like maybe he could actually see facts and then make a decision to be like, hey, this is not true. Everything I know is a lie. Basically, is what I thought would happen. He would constantly mention that he had never been attracted to a black woman before. Which, the first time I kind of played it off, because it's just like, okay, like, he said where he's from, mostly Caucasian people. I was just like, okay, I mean, it makes sense. It's kind of what I've heard about Texas. So he's like from some like remote small town in Texas. I'm just like, okay, well, here you go. Here I am. Yep, I'm very black. Yep, I'm here. And so the thing is, that would get me to, again, the first time I'm just kind of like, okay, whatever, like, you're not, like, this guy was, he said Mexican and German. You're not my first Latin dude. Or first white dude, like, again, like United Nations ambassador when it comes to dating. Like, I really just don't care about anyone's race. Like, oh, come here, like, whoever likes chocolate, try and, impress me with your wit and with your charm and your humor. That's what I like. I don't care about your race. I really don't even care how much you look like. If you're, like, a great vibe and a great, like, personality, like, I want to get to know you. So that's just me. And so, like, the first time, I'm just, okay, cool. Second time, it's kind of like, yeah, like, I get it. I'm black. I've lived this way for a long time. Like, I'm pretty much what you archetype of what a black woman looks like to most people around the world. Get it. This was getting weird to me. Like, he kept mentioning it every single, like, I think we talked for 3 days. Each day he brought it up. I'm just like, dude, like,
what is the dealio? Like, I'm just like, yep, like, I'm black still. This hasn't changed.
He's just like,
I'm so surprised. I never been to one before.
I'm just looking like part of what bothered me was the kind of subtext of that, like the subtext of it being like that.
I have internalized messages given to me from a racist, misogynistic society that tells me that black women are undesirable. So that's what I believed. But now I've met you, a black woman who I find desirable. And I can't believe it, especially knowing that I, a cis, hetero, white Hispanic male, have way more social and political capital than you do. Can't believe it. All this time they told me that chocolate was bad.
Especially in this day and age too, like there's so many attractive black women that are in like the public sphere. And I'm like, you don't find any of them attractive? Like any of them attractive? Like none of them. Like really, let me on a list of you from public black women that are super hot and super attractive that apparently this man has never seen.
We got Kelly Rowland's fine ass. Oh my god. Then there's Sierra. Ooh. Normani. Oh my god. Ugh. Megan Thee Stallion. Oh my gosh. Who will handle me? I volunteer as tribute. Like, hot damn. And then we have the queen, Beyonce. Fearless, fierce, como siempre. Like, just.
So there was that awkwardness, and then also there was awkwardness, and he was like a self-hating Mexican. Like, he talked about how much he hated other Mexican people, and that he would like constantly get into fights with people in Texas and the bars. I'm just like, what? Like, I mean, mind you, I'm no punk, okay? But like, I don't know. I don't get that. Like, I feel like no group of people is perfect. Certainly not like black people, but like, I would never say like I hate all black people and I wish I wasn't black. Like he said, I hate the Mexican people and I wish I was Mexican sometimes because they're so racist. And I'm just like, well, I mean, I understand that like a lot of cultures have like embedded racism and colorism, but I'm like, I feel like a lot of people, both black and Hispanic, have been open to dialogue, at least with me, but not open to dialogue about how
change the culture and make it more friendly for everybody. And realizing that, hey, we're all more similar than we think, and that, you know, here's parts of the culture that are embedding anti-blackness. Let's see what we can do to change that. He was like,
no. And you know, I'm proud that at least I'm half German, so I'm not clear Mexican, so I can be different than these people in this fight.
oh my god, and it's not a good vibe anymore. It's not a good vibe. Like, I love Mexican people. Like, I love everybody, but I love Mexican people. Like, I love Mexican people, okay? Like, but I remember kind of being like, you know, like, I mean, I think you should just work through that. Like, I'm a very empathetic person, an empath more so to say. Like, I get people's points of view, and I think you just need to maybe dig deeper in yourself to figure out, you know, what's causing you to feel this way. Like, being kind of trying to be understanding, but like at the same time, because I'm like, but like trying to be understanding and saying like, hey, here's when we look at things, you know, understanding that, you know, this culture foundation has been placed on us, elevating whiteness. But he was having none of that, so I never, because I remember each day he would text me good morning. Next day I didn't get a good morning text, and then I noticed I tried to text him, and it was like not delivering through. So we
texting on WhatsApp, so like that means they like blocked you. I'm just like, should have blocked him first, honestly.
this man was fucking weird. Like, not just weird, like, I'm kind of weird, but he was just like actually like a semi like neo-Nazi kind of weird. Like, just freaking weird. Like, I will never date anyone like right up center ever again.
The moral of the story is just stick to whatever boundaries you make for yourself. Like, just stick to them. Like, I had told my cousin, I think 2017, I was like, I can never date anyone who's like not, you know, who's I'm left of center, who's right of center, or like who's a Trump supporter. Definitely not someone who's a Trump supporter. He's like, maybe you could date them if, you know, they don't, you know, they only for every 4 years. I'm like, no, I shouldn't, no, because like I'm very brand with my political beliefs, okay? So I should have followed my instincts and been like, no, turn around. It's time to run. But I didn't. But I feel like it's good to really like know that, hey, like I need to trust my intuition, and telling you trust your intuition. If you know something's like a deal breaker for you, just be like, you know what, you have to walk away because this is not gonna work out. But yeah, that's the story of the time I tried to date a Trump supporter. It was weird. And I'm planning to do it again. Sorry.
But if you enjoyed my story and want to see more of me, you can follow me on my 2 IDs. I have one for my makeup called Donna Belleza, and I have one of my main one for music and stuff, where I post all these as well, called The Dom Diggity. Check me out. You can also like, share, subscribe, and share these videos with all your friends. I said share already, but thank you for watching, and you have a good night.